Hey guys! It's a little bit later than normal, so don't mind me just kind of jamming out a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead turn this off. But yes, we have a quiet house tonight. I am so excited. All the babies are sleeping, so we will not be interrupted with, "Hey mom, I'm thirsty." So I am looking forward to that. And I also decided to kind of change things up a little bit. I went ahead and I did a new background. Decided to stand this time to go ahead and bring more energy. So I am super excited. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call out to my girl who should be here, Cassie Edwardson. Come on down. Hey, hey. Oh, thank you, Sabrina. Hey, girl. So glad that you're here. Thank you. So, yes, I'm really excited to have Cassie here. We have been, let's go ahead, let's go back, let's give you guys some history. We have been friends for now, about a year. Yeah, our friendship is pretty new, but what she does is actually pretty incredible. And over the last couple of weeks, she got to tell me how what she is doing has really impacted her family. And hey, you're here. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click up here. And then Cassie, you are going to get like an invitation and then you just hit accept. Ask Cassie Edwardson to join the broadcast. Yes, I do. Okay, we are adding. You guys can't see it, but we're adding. And you'll be brought right in. There we go. The screen splits in half and there you are. Hey.
Okay, I'm here. I made it.
I love it. I love it. That wasn't so bad, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Good, good. So yes, I am super excited to have you here. Thank you so much for coming on tonight, this late at night.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. So why don't we, I don't know, maybe start with just like a little bit of history. So you are obviously a businesswoman, but do you have anything else, maybe like in your personal life that you want to share with us?
Well, yeah. I um, worked in the medical field for 33 years and I retired last spring. And I've just been out and meeting new people and trying new things. And I joined a pageant, and I am currently the title holder of Elegant Ms. Minnesota through American Royal Beauties. And I never thought I would join a pageant, like, especially at my age. But I it's so incredible. It's Crown for a Cause. So it's giving back, and it's meeting my passions and serving and helping others. And so I am an ambassador for not only that pageant system, because I believe in what they're doing and helping others and serving. And my platform, everyone kind of gets a platform or jumps on and something that's close to their heart. And since I was a frontline worker, and one of my 5 children is in the Navy, so military, active and non-active, that are struggling with, all the times are changed with mental illness and PTSD. They assist them and help them keep their rate and their position while they're healing. And it is breaking down the stigma of mental illness is huge, to just, you're not alone and there's help out there. So that's close to my heart for many reasons. And so, yeah, so those are my passions, a lot of things that I do, and keeps me busy along with the kiddos.
Right, 5. Like I feel crazy with just my 3. Like, whew, way to go, mom, keeping it all together, running a business, running a pageant, That's awesome. Okay, so then let's jump into it. Let's go ahead and talk about one of those mom chores that we don't really love. Let's talk about some cleaning. And my husband, kind of looks around the house and he's like, "So dusty?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you married the wrong wife for that, okay?" I will fill the house house with all the knickknacks, and I am not going to dust them. But also, I don't love when it comes out of the can. And I want you to kind of touch on that, on why we don't love the aerosol or the bleach. Oh, I'm potty training. I'm potty training right now. And as you know, as a mom of a boy, that's fun. So getting, bleach bombed like every other day, because I mean, you have to keep up on that. Otherwise, that gets gross. Um, can you just like touch on that? Like why maybe I don't love the aerosol cans or being like bleached out in my bathroom at least 3 times a week?
For one, it's a very strong smell. And when people are cleaning with all the national brand cleaners that are out there, they're inhaling and it's absorbing in your skin, and you get headaches, and you just don't feel well. Body, and of course, that's happening. Who would want to clean? For one,
Exactly.
and because the products and stuff that we're bringing in our home are affecting us, and not in a good way. And so we need to bring clean items in to keep our environment healthy, and so our immune systems can be strong and bold, and plus you want nice smelling things too. You're cleaning and then you're like, okay, so I cleaned and I have to disinfect. Well, there's many products out there that I have used over the
Yeah.
last years that are EPA approved. They kill all the viruses and bacteria, and they smell good. They're natural, and then it just kind of goes away, and it's just this clean, fresh smell, and it's not that strong, heavy, burn your eyes, burn your nasal hairs.
Yes.
Like, I mean, nobody likes to clean, but if you have to, who wants to feel terrible while they're doing it?
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so then how does your cleaning routine look different compared to then and, buying all the off-the-shelf stuff into now? So I want to pause because I feel like we know what we're talking about. But okay, so Cassie goes ahead and she works with a product-based line. And it's kind of like you shop online for all your products. But I love it because, like she said, you don't have to worry about reading the labels all the time. They're healthier for you, they're better. And then, okay, so pause. Let me back up even further. With you and your medical career, what areas of the hospital did you work at to where you were like, oh, shit, like my cleaning supplies could be affecting my life? Like, I'm not a smoker, and neither are you. But, like what else did you see in the hospital that made you go, oh, yeah, something should change?
So, well, I work in allergy and respiratory. And so when I saw patients, they're very ill. The damage was done. And most of the time it was irreversible damage. And so it's kind of like setting them up on therapy and doing palliative care. And so well, let me give you an example.
Yeah.
So one day one of my patients comes in, and he detailed cars, and he used, he was outside, very ventilated, but the strong chemicals, the caustic chemicals that he was using still burned his lungs and did damage, irreversible damage. And he's on, ventilators and oxygen. And that's, and it hit me like, when we're smelling those strong smells, regardless that, we have the vents on and the windows open, it's still so strong. And if it's burning your nose and your eyes when you're using them, that's doing damage into your internally too. And it's soaking up in through your skin and your lungs as you breathe. And so I was looking for something that, get any items I mean, think years, the shelves were bare. And a girlfriend said, come take a look. And I'm like, okay. And so I did. I literally, by just switching where I shopped and buying these natural products, it saved my life. It cleaned up my life. But you know, I cleaned the house. My pets aren't sneezing anymore. My children aren't, you know, wheezing like they had been. And we always had the sniffles around here. Like somebody was always sick. And it has to be not just what the kids are getting at school, because our immune system should be strong. And
Yeah.
if you clean out your system, your immune system is just stronger to fight off when it is exposed outside the home. And so I learned really quick that hey, I cleaned all the toxins out of my home, and then I cleaned my body out by the supplements that I was taking at the store, and it just changed my life. I when your body is working at its peak, it's just healthier. I mean, I lost 60 some pounds, and it just came off because, like, internally I didn't realize how much inflammation I had, just head to toe. And that's at a cellular level, and you don't realize it, you know, until you just contract. So, and like you had mentioned previously, my family, several members of my family have autoimmune issues, and along with those, and the heavy medications they have to take for that, and they're just fatigued all the time. And we're a family that has so much activity. And
Well, yeah, even now, yeah.
I know now it's like even doubled, and it's like, aren't you supposed to slow down just a smidge when you retire? But you keep piling it on. But we don't feel overwhelmed or bogged down because we're just feeling better, breathing better, and I jump out of bed like a spry, you know, teenager, just like, who's here?
I love it. I love it. Okay, so also what I've noticed during this interview is Cassie and I are not going to say the name of the company. One, because the company just doesn't really love that. And two, because Cassie has been working in the store and doing what she does for so long, so many years, it's really more beneficial to you to actually walk through the virtual store. So it's really nice. You don't have to get dressed up, don't have to put on makeup. You can just like call her and be like, okay, I just want to do a Zoom and walk me through the virtual store. You get to then share like what your life patterns look like. You know, like what products are you already using? All the way down to your shampoo, all the way down to your deodorant. Oh my goodness, dog shampoo, I'm pretty sure they also have on the list somewhere in there. Like, well, maybe. Okay, I might have stretched that one just a little bit. But sorry, I'm digging.
But they on our organic original.
Yeah.
And so that you use on your pets. And
Yeah, I was digging, sorry. But my point is that when you visit with Cassie, she helps you figure out like which products you should start with first, which ones are going to benefit your life the best, and then how to slowly transition so it's not like a poof, you know, a shopping spree, which I want to bring up. Okay, because we are all watching our bottom dollar. What does this look like when I am watching my bottom dollar? I'm watching what I'm feeding to my kids. Am I saving myself money even though I'm bettering my family?
yes, you are. And of course, we are the queens of our, you know, the household budget, right? And with all the individuals, there's always anywhere from 9 to 12 people living in my house at one time. And so I really watch my budget. And so I took a look at it the first few months before I actually even started sharing this, because you know, I don't want to share something if it's going to take away from somebody's house. And this company they're debt free, and they're the manufacturer and the store. So they don't have all those costs out there for advertisement and shipping and all of that. They don't have the middlemen. And so they can keep their prices low, and it's all right here in North America, in the USA. And so they don't have, all of that port fees and shipping issues. And plus, because since it's sent to your home, you don't have the, running and impulse buying, all those extra things that you're throwing in.
Mommy. Those are fun.
Yeah, and you juggle everybody. I mean, look, now you have time for all your passions and your extracurriculars, is what I say, because you just save on your time, and you save on the environment because you're not, driving to the store every week. And it's very refreshing. I do go to the store for some
Right.
but I don't have to go but once a month if I do, and I already have everything. So I don't have to see all that extra stuff here and there, and but yeah, and since they own their own like packaging, their own fields, everything is set up where they know what they need for that month. As the customer, places their order, they can keep their costs low because they're knowing how much to make. Everything is fresh, and they don't want you to buy like Costco. They don't want you to buy a ton of stuff. It's like,
Right.
buy what you need now, and you get it. It works at its peak and at its best too. And so the cost per ounce is less than what you would buy if you were out at, we compare or compete with, I guess, our competitors are, J&J, and Procter and Gamble, and Walmart, Target, but
That's everybody's competitors. Yeah.
but they just can't compete with our prices, our quality, and the effectiveness of the products that we have.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. So, okay, I want everyone to drop me a heart if they like to already shop online. Like, this doesn't mean like it's like buy the product or anything, but does anybody else love to shop online? I will put my heart in first. Go ahead, give me some hearts if you guys are already shopping online as it is anywhere. Oh, there's some. Thank you guys. So, yes. So, okay, what is your go-to product? What is your favorite product? Why don't you go ahead and can you list off 3?
Yeah, I will. Well, of course, I have to do the cleaning. So
I'd love that.
Yeah, disinfectant. I mean, we need that right now, especially I have kids in school, right? So they bring home. So this is always in my cart. And Solumel, I got a new grand fur baby last year.
Yay!
Right here.
Why is it a lifesaver with a fur baby?
Solumel is like an all cleaner. Removes stains and odor.
So
and
the urine in the carpet?
Saved, yeah, from the little act, saved my white carpets.
Awesome. Awesome.
Disappear. I love it. And of course, my vitamins are a plus always. So I could only need to put this in my cart every month, and then that would suffice. And I will never not be taking these vitamins due to the illegal technology that is only at the store, and it works just remarkable in your system. And I was pre-diabetic. My sugars were so high, and they're going to start me on insulin and everything. And after I started, 3 weeks after I started taking this, I also had high blood pressure and cholesterol. So those
Oh.
down, my sugars came to normal levels, and so yay. And another savings, saves on doctor visits and saves on medication right there. And so, of course, yes, we do have a full line of skincare and in the store, but I don't always have time to do all those like 10,000 steps, right? I'm a little busy. I gotta get out the door. But this daily facial wash, every month, it's in my cart because it's so simple. Takes off my makeup and and look at it.
Yes, your complexion is amazing. Yes.
So, and I am not a coffee drinker at all, but I always have one of these in my cart. I give them as gifts. It's wonderful. My customers love it. I have one customer that only buys like about 8 of these every month because huge coffee drinker, and then they give them off as gifts. And it is, I mean, we spend hundreds of dollars a month on coffee, and I love going out visiting with my girlfriends and going out for tea. I have tea and they have coffee, but it's nice to have that kind of quality right there in your home, and it's fun gift. People love it. So
Yes.
those are my go-to.
I love all of those. And Jessica, I really do appreciate you putting that in the comment. Disclaimer, Cassie is not making a medical claim with the vitamins. This is totally true. As you guys know, vitamins are great for you, whether you get them at the store, get them at Walmart, get them at Costco. Vitamins, I mean, these vitamins are better than, Anywho, we're not saying that this is a cure-all. We're just saying that it's a better option.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jessica, for going ahead.
Yeah.
And dropping that comment.
I can only speak for how they worked on my system and the effects that they had on my health.
Exactly. And also, you were talking about the store and then how everything is here in America. So when 2020 hit and everybody rushed out to the stores to go get all their products, I heard that your guys' store was actually doing okay and was still shipping like on time.
Yeah. Correct. Because one, it's right here, so we didn't have to. Nothing was backed up at the ports, but because we make everything, the company makes everything. We have our own fields, and we have all of our own ingredients and items that So we didn't have. They put a limit on things so people didn't go crazy on some things, but we didn't need to because every month it was there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, nothing was, missing in action.
No, I love that because that was huge. Because in 2020, everybody got spooked.
Right.
So I definitely love the fact that this store is always available. And yes, I think every store, should have like a limited number on what you can buy, when there's a crisis like that. So I think that's just smart.
Well, right now,
What?
Eggs.
Oh, yes. I've been seeing all those TikToks. Yes, with like the egg dealers, It's been so much fun. But yeah, that's kind of scary. It's ridiculous. Okay, so then I heard that you guys have a new product out there, or should I say a moo product. Do you want to go ahead and touch? Yeah, it's late. I'm going to go ahead and do a cheesy pun. There you go, guys. We have a moo product.
Okay. So for members of the store exclusively, then we so the individual that is the CEO owner of the company, he's a long-term, multi-generational cattle farmer, and so we are in April starting to ship meat, beef, and so it's incredible. The price point is wonderful. I don't know if you ever go buy cow or buy
Yes. So we just bought a cow.
Yeah.
well, not like a cow, but we bought some cow. And then we also obviously see the grocery store prices. So, yeah, so we see it from both sides.
Yeah.
But do you think that these prices could potentially be still lower than buying like a quarter cow or a half a cow at a time?
Yes. So, they're because they're a debt-free company and they don't have to, the, they don't use the hormones, the antibiotics, all free range, grass fed cows.
Mhm.
And it shit, because they're manufacturing in the store, right? Everything ships directly to you. So there's no middle man. And meat, even when you buy a cow
Yeah.
from the farm next door, they can say it's free range. There's still hoops and stuff that they have to kind of jump through. And this company doesn't. They're not restricted by some of that. And so they can be 100% natural and just clean. It's good, fresh, clean meat. I don't know. I love a good ribeye.
Yes.
And
Yes. My kids are so weird. Like they don't eat chicken nuggets, but like if I cook ribs inside the cork, okay, I know that's a pig and not a cow. But even when I cook all like the fancy meat, they're
yeah,
like, yes, they just can't get enough. It is so funny. So yes, clean eating is where I was going with that.
I got you. But
I do feel weird. So, um, just looking at my notes over here. You guys all know that I have my notes. Um, can we talk about your family members with the autoimmune though? Do you
mm,
want to talk about that, or maybe even like a little bit of the asthma?
yeah, we can. So yeah, there's several members of my family that have asthma and different asthma. And so everything that touches their skin or that they breathe affects that. Asthma and allergy is closely related.
Mm-hmm.
And so they, they all had, every few months we'd go in and they'd all load up on all their inhalers. And now there's a couple that are still in, vigorous activities. So they have an emergency one just in case for, exertion, but they don't need it like as they did before. They were using it, regularly every day. So, and
Awesome. That's huge. Just like those little switches in life. And I mean, you're saving your family money, you're making them healthier. Just everything just comes together so nicely wrapped.
yeah,
So,
and because of, everything's absorbed on your skin, we
how long does it take for something on your skin to be absorbed in your bloodstream?
I want to say 30 seconds.
Yes.
Right?
I knew the answer, but I just
Yeah.
wanted you to say it.
Oh
Yes.
no, I know I quit.
Love it.
Oh yeah. And yeah, so we would have for years just non-smelling laundry. Like it was just boring. And now
Yeah.
the natural scents that are in the laundry products, like my kids can they can tolerate it. They're like they don't have issues. Their skin doesn't break out and one of my children has eczema. And so keeping that intact, I mean that's our body's first defense is the lotion in the store. It is it night what do they say, like 19% more absorbable than even Eucerin.
Wow.
All right. And it, in all the studies that they've had outside studies on all of this stuff to make sure that they're still, the top, but it's still as effective, and nobody can compare with them. And he has not had like an eczema outbreak since. And it's like it was nice. It took a few weeks because his skin was pretty bad, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try this.
Well, as a mother, I get it. Yeah, because my youngest went ahead and he had eczema on the back of his leg, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, like I bought every single potion that I could possibly think of. So
And
yes, and again, no medical claims to the products, no medical claims, just using her story and how it affected her family, and it worked. So continue.
so, so yeah, I, um, well, and I guess what else on the autoimmune?
No, I think that pretty much covered it. So I'm looking over my notes here, and it looks like we covered everything. And then I want to go over one more time, though. So the best thing to do is, again, we haven't said the store name. You guys might be guessing, might know it, but we're not going to say the store name because, again, it's good to go through Cassie, to have that one-on-one experience, to let her hear your family routine, to let her hear some of not medical situations because she can't like hear everything, but you know, just to maybe bring up your concerns, and she can be like, hey, this helped me as a mom, and I just want to help you. Give it a try. I am not using the store. I I've never really looked at the store, but I love Cassie's story and I love her energy, and she has never made me feel pressured to look. Even before this interview, she has never been like, oh, girl, like, let me tell you about this, and like throwing in my face, trying to spray down my kids. You know, so even if you take a look at the store and you don't want it and you don't like it, good for you. That's for you to make up the decision, but I would at least encourage you to have a conversation. Thank you guys for all the loves, all the hearts. I love all that. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, yes. Cassie, I am going to go ahead and throw all of your contact information above the post, and that way people can get a hold of you, and you're going to go ahead and give me the best content or best contact information so someone can get a hold of you. So yes, with that, yes, that is it. So if you are done with being gassed out by bleach and and sprays, and also in rising prices, have a conversation with Cassie. So that was the last little bit of my note. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign out unless there are any questions. We'll give it a couple of seconds here. Ask away. Oh, thank you guys for the hearts and the likes. Alrighty then, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Thank you, Cassie, so much for being on here. And I am Amber McCarty with Meticulous Engagements, where it's my business to know your business so I can keep sharing it with the world. Good night, guys.